Hello. How y'all doing today? Well, it's time to get the review on. I said, let me get in here and try to get my review. I was wanting to do it yesterday, but I was too tired. So I said, let me come in tonight and do the review on here and try to let y'all know what I think about everything. Because I think the episode was a pretty good episode. And trying to just, see how it kind of just, move you a little bit, give you a little shade, move you a little bit. So we're going to see how it escalates. And I think the show's been holding its own. Let me see, make sure I got my lighting right. Each time I go live in a different room, honey. This time I'm in the kitchen. I said, I got to get my my room together, but sometimes when my grandchildren spend the night, my grandson's in that room because it lets out into a couch bed in there. So I got to work my way around the house. Sometimes it's sitting room, sometimes the dining room, sometimes the living room, sometimes it's my makeup room, but my makeup room sometimes is occupied. So we're gonna go in here today and get it started. So we're at Married to Medicine, season 11, episode 4. And it's called Flannels and Fake Apologies. We know what they're talking about with the fake apologies, but if y'all didn't know, I'm a Heavenly fan. I like all the ladies, though. I really do. I like all of them. I enjoy the show. I enjoy looking at their lives, so I'm in all of that too. And I think everything, is pretty good. So we're going to get started here in just a second. My whole holdup is trying to figure out why my videos don't be going right in here. That's why I'm like, oh, what the heck? So I don't know why some videos translate over and some don't. Like I don't know. Maybe I have to save them as differently or whatever. So y'all, as I learn YouTube and it is what it is. So, okay, so we start off, okay. Let's remind us how we got here. The last episode was Phaedra, Dr. Contessa, and Sweet Tea. They were planning a trip for the women so they can all see about, them being cordial, getting along, maybe build friendships back, and be able to enjoy one another. I don't know, for some reason I'm real cold, so excuse me. And let's see here what I got going on here. Try to make sure my phone down and everything. Y'all have to just excuse my little setup. It's a little ghetto, but it is what it is. So they had decided to go on a trip. My lighting is off, but whatever. I'm sorry. I got everything not riding, so I'm unprepared. But they decided to go on a trip to a dude ranch. So the dude ranch is in Orlando, Florida. So they go down there, and on their way, they take a plane down there. Each one of them, they're in 2 different vehicles. So, Dr. Jackie, Dr. Simone, no, Dr. Jackie, Quad, Dr. Heavenly, and Toya, they're all in a van together or SUV together. And they're saying a prayer, and wanting to make sure that this trip goes along as followed, and they all have a good time. So they're like wanting to make sure. So they're all wanting to have a good time and be able to build those friendships again. But the devil be busy. They have to work things out. So we don't know how everything's going to turn out. We know we make these plans, these trips. We had me and my cousins, we did a cousins trip, but we had a good old time. So that's a little different than what they got going on. So we're gonna go over here and get started here. But first, we're gonna start out. Look, I'm trying to find all my little stuff that I done put up here. Look, so first, we're gonna start out, I think, with a little video. I'm gonna turn the music down if I can do so. Hell, I don't know. But here it goes. Is this the videos? Look, Lord have mercy, this background. I'm telling you, learning this stuff and putting it together is one thing. I need me a whole dang on team over here. Those in the brands. So let's see. Well, the video I wanted to play, because it took me forever to get up there, and the other things I couldn't get it done. So here we go. We're going to look at this right quickly. And this is kind of my little compilation of how these women were looking. So we're going to show it. All right. So that's them getting all, country, what do they call it? Cowboy carted up. They said Beyonce Rejects. Cowboy, no Carter. Well, so we start out here. Okay, I got my little notes over to the side. Okay. So they're going to the dude ranch that's in, look, have a look. I can't read it off my phone, so, I never had to wear glasses until I got in my 40s. Ain't that something? So look, I had to bring the light in here. Okay. So they end up going to a dude ranch, and it's called West Gates. It's in Orlando, Florida. So they get there, they're eating, so they're going to eat lunch. And when they get there, first they hand them some scarves, which are purple, and they said it's supposed to be for like unity or whatever. So as they're there, they decide, they're going to eat lunch there, and they said the lunch was pretty good. And then Toya starts to set it off. Okay, let's see here. Toya sets it off with asking Phaedra, you've been around us for a year, and we really don't know you that well. I want to know what sets you off, what makes you mad. And Phaedra like, why? Look, I can't look. My hair's looking okay. Why you want to know? It's just like, we don't, we get offended that you're around us and you hearing all our business basically, and we don't know nothing about you. Phaedra, why ain't you sharing? So, Toya sets it off. Everybody's kind of looking, and Phaedra's sitting there kind of shaking in her boots and whatever. So she's like, I have conversation with multiple people in this group, And she goes, yeah, but, we don't know you. What makes you tick? What you get angry about, Miss Phaedra? And Heavenly was like, well, Dr. Heavenly, she goes, Phaedra, you ain't gonna be able to win this argument right there. And the reason why she want to know what makes you tick so she can do it. Well, so then, Phaedra, does her little thing, it doesn't satisfy Toya's question at all, because she's like looking, and then Dr. Contessa says, this group does not like to have hard conversations, which is true. I feel like you on a reality show, Phaedra, you know what it is. And all we got out of you is Reiki and the child. Ooh, Jesus fix it. That's it. Everybody was waiting on you when you came back last year. Thought you was going, you brought Quad to the to Sweet Tea's what do you call it, party, bridal shower, whatever it is, bachelorette party. But you really just didn't do nothing. And you had that fake restoration or whatever the heck it was. You brought Quiet back from the dead. I don't know. It just, I think you ain't carrying it. You know, you on here, you know, you're giving a little fashions, you know, giving a lot of booty, but you're not really doing nothing. You ain't working. They like, oh, you got to work today. So also, before that, all the women, they were asking like, what were, you know, what y'all do? You know, they was like, you know, slept and talked, got to know a little bit about each other. And this is what amazes me. I was kind of, you know, they went on and talked about the first time, their very first times. And Sweet Tea was like, you know, it was horrible. She didn't enjoy it at all. You know, it wasn't a good thing for her. And Toya was like, shit. It was good to me, honey. I went and got me a whole bunch of condoms and birth control from the Planned Parenthood. My mama, when she found out, I had enough for a whole year. I'm like, dang. Toya was getting it in like that. I don't know too many people said their first experience was that awesome, you know. Maybe I was too young, but I don't know too many people that says that. Oh, it was just great. But Toya, go ahead, girl. So I will say, I think Toya is the MVP of this episode, because you know Toya was asking those hard questions and she was throwing a lot of shade. So, you know, then we find out that Dr. Jackie says her first time was when she got married. And she's only been married once that I can see. So I'm like, you kidding me? Because her and Curtis has only been married 21 years per Google. And I'm like, they only been married 21 years. Dr. Jackie is 61 or 62. I know good and goddamn on well she was no 40 before she lost her virginity. Especially being a gynecologist and you telling people, I know you can give people the, you know, like the book terminology and all this stuff, you know, but you're talking to women about their sexual health and everything. Seems like you should be able to you know what they're talking about a little bit. You should be able to identify with some of the things they're talking about instead of being, you know, just like, okay, well, the book says and this and that. I don't know, Dr. Jackie. I think you lied. Maybe if you was married before and had an annulment, I don't know. But the people say on the social medias you got married 21 years ago. Now, I can't find anything else. Maybe something else on there. Maybe she was somebody else before she got with Curtis. Who knows? So, you know, people's like, well, that's understandable why she took Curtis back. You know, a lot of women take their cheating men back any goddamn way hell. And they ain't with no dang on versions when they met them. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. It's like everything looking dark to me. So, whatever. So, as we go, so, you know, Phaedra goes on to say, you know, she said before, this trip is about opening up to one another. And we know I got these affirmations, whatever. You know, that's why Toya called her out on her shit. Like, what? We don't know shit about you. You need to open up. But, you know, that's how that went. So, you know, like I said, she pressed her hard, and then Toya told her, she said, I know why. You know, I feel like I know why Phaedra doesn't open up, because this relationship she wants to have with us is surface. You know, so we don't know, and she won't get attached. You know, and Dr. Jackie was like, well, you know, was thinking in one of her confessionals that maybe if they got to know her, maybe they can, you know, help her with some things or whatever. Phaedra ain't trying to get to know you guys. Y'all look greasy. She ain't trying to get to know y'all like that. She don't want y'all in her business like that. She is there to collect a check. That's it, that's it. Shake her ass a little bit, and that's it. She ain't no. That's not for her. Excuse me. So that was that on that. Then we went on to so the ladies, they are leaving. They're going to leave they're going to go and see their rooms. And as Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra's walking out of there, Dr. Heavenly said, yeah, we going to get it crunk. We going to get it crunk. So the mess is about to happen. So all the women go and see their rooms. And the rooms are like, everything is like set up like looks like a wagon from back when the settlers was coming in. So a covered wagon. And so just imagine like a campground or a resort where, these rooms are more like cabins, but the cabins are shaped like the wagons from the covered wagon that the settlers used. So it was, kind of cute. But Dr. Jackie and Choir was not having it. They was like, wait a minute. Even Dr. Jackie even said herself and Beyonce in the same sentence. Like, would Beyonce stay in something like this? I don't know. Maybe she could. Maybe she would do something. She probably rented out the whole ranch. Yeah. But Toya and Dr. Contessa loved it, being the fact that they are the ones with children at home. And they like the fact that they got a room to themselves and they there by themselves. Ain't got to worry about nobody else but themselves. So in these rooms, they have no TVs. I don't think any radios. Definitely out of phone. They probably got their own cell phones with them. Yes. But, it's so that they can get together and the women, can talk and see if they can kind of rekindle and mend some of the relationships. That's what they are there for. Well, so, but this time, everyone has their own cabin. So they have to fight about a room, and each room, each cabin looks the same. And then they have like some little personalized things in there. I think Toya had Tito's, and I don't know what else, but their names or things were on it. So then Dr. Contessa, she goes out there and she rings her little, checks a little cowbell or whatever. And she was like, no, we ain't about to be here just, going back to the rooms and sit back and go to sleep. No, these women, y'all about to come out. So they go to this like bar place, And they go down there. So then right there, honey, Toya was throwing mad shade. And I'll show you some of the looks that they came in with. All the women, they're trying to do their best to be cowboy collared up. So I thought I'd put most of these images on there, but honey, got look. So we have Toya. She has a nice denim outfit. I think that's cute. I would wear that. I think I probably want the bottom part gathered together. I probably really would like it. And then you have Sweet Tea and Dr. Contessa. Okay, and now here's Phaedra, honey. Girl, all the cheeks is out, honey. Her and Quad got all of it hanging. So then, as you can see, some of them, how they're looking. There's Quad, there's Dr. Excuse me. Maybe one day she might be a Dr. Sweet Tea. And there's Dr. Who's that? Dr. Jackie back there. And we have Dr. Who is that? Simone there. And let me see here. I can present and show you. Present, and let's do. Let's share my screen. And we'll go to Google Photos. Okay. So meanwhile, while the women are there, okay. All right. So I don't know if this is up there or not. Shoot. I can't tell. Let's see. Let's remove this. Okay, so here we go. Some of the ladies, they're there, and look at them faces, honey. Well, as they are there, they're having conversation. So, the first conversation was about Dr. Simone telling Toya about some of the things that that she had mentioned at Quad's party. So, and Dr. Simone told Toya, I'm gonna be your accountability partner. So Toya was saying, well, a lot of them was acting, like fake and phony. She said, so I could probably, see myself calling Dr. Heavenly fake, and then calling Jackie boring. Jackie was like, what? She ain't coming for me, calling me boring. And then Dr. Jackie told her, well, how about if we said you lack substance? Toya was a little bit shocked, like, what? And Dr. Heavenly goes, child, Jackie, you done went too far there. At first, I was like, what do you mean she went too far? But the women seem to think that this is not working out right. Well, whatever. The women seem to think that when a doctor says that to one of the, just one of the wives, that the doctor is, asserting that we're better than you are, or we're smarter or something like that. So that's why doctors, I'm like, dang, that wasn't even too much. But, Dr. Jackie be there with the little nasty, nice, nasty read, honey. So then they go on. So Dr. Jackie apologized. And it was like, yeah, because the apology is for the person that committed the offense, not really for the person that you committed the offense on. So then Toya looks over at Sweet Tea, but tell her that you feel some type of way. And she was, talking about Dr. Heavenly. So if I don't find, look, let me get back to where I'm at. I'm sorry about that. So she wanted to let me go back here.
Forget how annoying Contessa could be.
She wanted a Sweet Tea wanted an apology from Dr. Heavenly. And Dr. Heavenly was like, okay, I'm sorry, and I regret what I said to you. And, and I don't, however, she said she regretted it. So then she asked her, will she accept the apology? Let me make sure I got this all right. And she was like, she didn't say anything because Dr. Heavenly was like, because I feel you owe me an apology for the things you said. And Sweet Tea was like, wasn't feeling it. And then, thank God, You know how they say saved by the bell? Sweet Tea was saved by the bell. And let me hear, before I go here, let me go. Because I don't be wanting everything to be all wrong. But so Quad comes in, and Sweet Tea was like, basically they were saved by the bell. And that's the only thing, she said, I've never been so happy to see Quad. Think, basically she good for something, and just kind of laughed. She been really shooting them daggers at Quad. So let's see here. So we'll see here what Dr. Heavenly had to say. Can I play it? Lord have mercy. Let's see here. We'll play it now.
I'm sorry.
So, you see how that sorry went way left? It went way, way, way left. Dr. Heavenly decides that, hey, no, okay, that's all you're going to get out of me. And the next thing you know, she calling Dr. Heavenly, calling her a bitch or whatever, or raggedy, broke. Oh, Lord have mercy, I'm saying all the wrong stuff. She calls her trash. So, Sweet Tea, I don't know, girl. I think I would have just accepted the fake ass apology and moved on forward. I ain't got time to be going back and forth or whatever. She know what it is. And if you ain't caring that much, quit. Because, right now I see Sweet Tea is throwing that shade big time, big time, big time. So once they get through that, then they decide, okay, we about to learn our little two-step. So, they had they had a line dance instructor named Austin come in. So Austin, he comes in and teaches the ladies like a 16-step line dance. And shoot, Dr. Simone says, shoot, I'm black. We know how to do basic line dances or whatever. We do them all the time, even though she couldn't catch this one that good, but So this is when they get ready to throw this hella shade. And I got so tickled with the shade in this scene because they was throwing it. And I just laughed so hard. So I called myself saving it so I could let you guys see it too. So we'll Lord Jesus, let me go ahead and try to find it. Just share. And honey, because they got that shade going. Let me see here. I think it's here. Okay, so here it goes. Hold on, let me find. That's after the fact. Let me find which way I need to go. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Now this makes you so mad because when you have stuff saved up and then you can't find it, and it makes you upset. Like, God dog, I had it all saved. Well, I don't know. I could just smack myself for this. Because this was the best part of the shade, and I can't believe I don't have it. Okay, let's see here. Maybe it's this part here. No, because that's not the one I wanted, but I thought I had it. Well, in the shade, they shaded everybody. They shaded I could just smack myself silly for not. I don't know. Maybe this is it. Hold on. Let's see. When they get into this one, I said, wait a minute. When she goes in to start talking about sweet tea, calling her pound cakes. I said, wait a minute, hold on. Pound cakes. What did she say? Hold on. So then I had to go and do some digging because I said, I know I heard that pancake shade before somewhere. And then I found it. And let me go ahead and get it to y'all. Let's stop sharing here. Yeah, I said, I know I had it. And I found it. Or was I able to? Which one was this? No. Well, I guess I have to do it back on there. Well, anyway, so I said, I know I knew that shade from somewhere. And long and behold, I find the shade. And the shade originated from Phaedra. So, and let's go ahead. Let me share the screen. I'm going to go back over there. Yeah, excuse me, honey. And let's find it. No, that's me. But the original is right here, honey. I said, I knew I had this from some
Quad think she
Butt challenge. You want to get buttermilk biscuit, but not pancakes. Turn around.
I go, oh, that's where they came from. I said, she didn't call her her booty pancake. Because I knew I heard it before. You know, everybody ain't blessed. You know, most women who was kind of top heavy ain't bottom heavy. You know, this Phaedra was bottom heavy, but she ain't top heavy. And that's kind of how us women are, you know. Most women, you can't be blessed, what the guy say, when they start looking like science projects. Because most girls who got breasts don't have butt. Most women who got butt don't got breasts. And if they got all those things, then they're not too cute in the face. You know, he got to say, he said, when you see him start, he said, because God knew how to proportion each person like beauty. And he said, so when they have all that stuff, it looked like a science project to him. But anyways, so they're doing the dance steps. And so once they get done with the dance steps, they get ready to go back and they have like a little bonfire. So they go back and they're talking about Toya's photo shoot for the next day. And Toya's going to go out to make sure everybody got have their outfits together. And she was like, I don't know why you ladies don't trust me. Ain't like it's heavily trying to make you trying to put your outfits together. Heaven say, oh, she keep coming for me. And you know, Toya's like, she's just so happy to be around everybody. She's like, she having her fun with the shade, or she called it joning. So, you know, I thought Toya's shade and coming after Phaedra or pulling her to the carpet, yes, because Phaedra is not doing anything. So after they're there at the bonfire and they get some kind of little meal in the sack. And Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone decides, oh, we're going to go back to our wagon because the smoke is getting to me. So they decide to go back. And as they're going up the stairs on the porch, Dr. Simone falls. So they're like, Toya said, that's the sound of a hoedown. I mean, I think Toya's trying to come with it. So, also at this time, Quad decides she wanted to try to center Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Contessa, since they used to be, friends, real good friends. And they were closer than her and Quad. And, she's like, I've been knowing each other for 11 years. Let's see if we can get this back on track. And Dr. Contessa was like, she thought Dr. Heavenly wasn't paying attention. So maybe, this is not a conversation she's wanting to have. And Quad said, we've been knowing each other for 11 years or 10 years or something like that. She said, it's important. And then Contessa said, well, it's so important. Shoot, you need to get your stuff straight with Simone. And Quasi, yeah, we will have that conversation. And but don't worry about me and Simone, honey. Well, then Dr. Contessa was like, yeah, this is in her confessional. So yeah, this is a conversation that me and Heavenly needs to have, but I guess she don't want to have it in front of everyone. So as Dr. Contessa leaves, Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra and Quad are still behind. And they talk about the relationship that Phaedra, Dr. Contessa and Dr. Heavenly once had. So, and she said, that was her ride or die. She really opened up to her and she don't open up to nobody. Dr. Heavenly just basically has said she only talk about on her YouTube what you share on TV. So it wasn't, I guess, but one time they had an intervention because of Dr. Heavenly, her YouTube, they were not liking it. Honey, but she's doing it for the clicks and views so she can get people over there to watch the show. So let's see here. So they had the bonfire. And so the next day they have there's Dr. Contessa and Toya talking. Toya's getting the makeup done and everything. And she was saying she had that night she had wanted to go, I guess, to maybe a place where you could buy things at because she needed some makeup remover wipes or something like that. And she went to go buy some, and then there was a raccoon standing there. And she had to stand off with him, and he was staring at her, like ready to pounce, and she said she had to back off. It's like, I'm your friend, don't mess with me. Honey, I would have, oh Lord, I probably would have took off running so fast. But she went back to her room. So then they showed Sweet Tea and Dr. Simone. Sweet Tea goes over to Dr. Simone's wagon. And, Sweet Tea got her face all made up and everything. And Dr. Simone tells her how pretty she was. And she was just really was saying that, hey, basically you could have did better. When Heavenly gave you the apology, you probably should accept it. And she was like, basically I didn't feel like accepting it, And she was, she said, well, maybe you should come to her, more vulnerable, and, yeah, Sweet Tea, as we can see now, after she didn't saw the show back, she's like, the heck, no, what I look like? Simone, you ain't my mama, is what she said on her live. So, so those two had words this week, and which was a bit, I don't know, a bit, I don't know how, y'all done filmed it. You watch the show back, you see the confessionals, and I guess she didn't like that what Dr. Simone has said about her. So she decided to clap back on it, and Dr. Simone clap back too, because Dr. Simone ain't afraid to get down there and sling mud with you, honey. She is not. You remember at that reunion when she called Toya a raggedy broke bitch? So, or did she say bitch? I know she called her raggedy and broke, and Toya about lost her everlasting mind. She hurt Toya's soul there, honey. So then you have Dr. Jackie and Heavenly. Dr. Heavenly talking about Contessa. And Dr. Jackie was basically saying, the kind of relationship y'all had just from the outside looking in, you look like you were really good friends. And then Dr. Heaven was like, but basically it was one-sided. She just always kind of dumped on me her situation with her husband or whatever. That's all she would talk about. And then Dr. Jackson reminded her, I remember y'all took trips and all this stuff together. And, they flashed back to all the little stuff that her and Dr. Heavenly used to do outside of filming. And Dr. Heavenly's like, I forgot about some of that stuff, And she said, well, it's just, so Dr. Jackie gave her an example about like when her and Simone, Dr. Simone went through their rough patch. And she was like, she had missed just calling her, while they're at work or whatever. Tell her I'm going to push Curtis down the stairs or whatever, stuff. She just missed that conversation she would normally have with Dr. Simone. So she was just telling her, and y'all should have a talk. And if you decide that it's not going to work, but at least, y'all can have that talk or whatever. So that day, they were getting ready to go horseback riding. So they all went horseback riding. And then they get down there and they start jumping ropes. So you see Quad getting there, jumping ropes and everything. And then they go to the dang on petting zoo. So this is where I would have been like, this ain't for me. I'm fine from afar, but I ain't getting close at all. So they go to the petting zoo. Dr. Contessa picks up this dang on pig, which I'd have never done. Then she even let the goat lick her face. Girl, she working. she working. So then, as they're getting there, they're getting ready for lunch, and they got the brown bag lunch, Dr. Jackie's like, oh, we got the brown bags again. But they said the lunch was good, So, but Sweet Tea actually went back to the room because she's on her cycle and she's having bad cramps and stuff. So they got to talking about their little high school jobs and the different jobs they performed. And, basically, they had like a little regular life, like most people did. When I was in high school, I worked in the hospital, but in the kitchen. And so then as they're eating and everything and reminiscing about the kind of jobs they had, Toya lets them know, y'all got 2 hours to get ready for the photo shoot. And this is the Beyonce Reject photo shoot. And she's got to come over there to make sure that everybody is dressed appropriately. And Toya is being very bossy. And they're like, God, dog. Dr. Heavenly was like, well, she ain't got shit else to do. Let her be in charge, honey. Because she's because she don't get a chance to boss nothing or do anything else. And Phaedra's like, she is really bossy. So she goes over to each person's room or cabin to wagon, whatever you want to call it, a wagon to check out everybody's attire. So she gets to Dr. Contessa's room, and Dr. Contessa has this platinum blonde Party City wig. And she's like, hell no. She's like, she has no sense of fashion, Dr. Heavenly said in her live, it's like all of her stuff looks like costume, like she went over to Party City. She don't know how to dress. And then she went over to Dr. Heavenly's cabin, wagon cabin. And Dr. Heavenly had on her little denim outfit, but this brown shirt, it just didn't go. So she was like, no, you can't wear that brown shirt. But Dr. Heavenly has stated in her YouTube or Patreon, one of the two, that Toya even gave her like a bandana shirt because she ended up wearing a bandana shirt for that. So then she goes over to Dr. Jackie, and Dr. Jackie is over there fierce in this white, age appropriate white cowgirl outfit. Dr. Jackie had to stun on him a little bit. So then she goes over to Dr. Simone. Dr. Heavy always say Simone is always fucking up the thing when it comes down to whatever looks they're supposed to have. But Dr. Simone was together. Quad really liked her outfit. So then she goes over to Phaedra. Of course, Phaedra got her stuff together. And she was letting Phaedra, you better be ready so you can be on that golf cart. She said, why can't I go on the first cart? She said, if you're going to be ready in time. And Phaedra looking at her like, I'm ready and you not. So that's basically how it ends. They're getting prepared for this Beyonce Reject photo shoot. They have whatever so we seen in some of the scenes that like Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly, they take pictures together, and you see Dr. Contessa. I think she pulled it off with the Party City wig. I thought it looked okay. So like the ladies are all doing it. So we know the next episode you're gonna have a girl, Dr. Heavenly, calling security. Oh my goodness. So as we sit here and think about this episode here, I feel like that we know that Sweet Tea and Dr. Heavenly is kind of going to move forward. I don't know what makes them move backwards, but they're going to move forward because I see it on the live where they're dancing and everything, and they haven't even showed that. They're at a party and they're dancing together, where she's twerking on her. Also, so after the show airs and everything this week, we had a couple little, like I said, back and forth between Toya and not Toya, Dr. Simone and Sweet Tea. Now let me get to it. I will present it. Let's go here. I need to probably already have it set up. Well, we won't be looking for everything. Yeah, but they already they gets into it basically about her confessional. So in the confessional, I had okay. Let me go ahead and figure out how to share this. Okay. In the confessional, it's you can tell it's after everything has it. I mean, they had filmed everything, and I don't know what exactly went down between Dr. Simone and Sweet Tea, but you could tell that something went down. I feel like. Let me see. Yeah. So here goes. And this is what the real Sweet Tea says. She said, how do I, she added Dr. S. Whitmore. How do I have an attitude because I don't want to accept a weak apology that was backhanded? I'm not you, and don't deal with the bullshit. I don't give a damn, as I think that's what that stands for. IDGAD. Ish don't even concern me. Ish don't even concern you. The fuck. So then Dr. Simone steps into the chat. She said, if we can hang out together, dance together, get on your live with Heavenly, then surely your young ass can accept an apology. I was trying to say it as loud as Dr. Simone would have did, because Carlos King called it surround sound. But yeah, I'm like, okay, because like I said, I seen the lives. So from what I understand right now, Sweet Tea, you better chill, because like all your friends, you just got you and Contessa, and she don't need a friend of the show. So I don't know, how it's going to fare out. But like I say, next week is where, we climbing on up, and then we're going to get to some, and then then they'll let us back down a little bit, and then we'll get some more bang. But I think this episode was a good episode. Dr. Heavenly, she's going to give us a little something always, those of us who like the mess. Because she said, that's all I got. How many times I got to apologize? She said, I'm sorry. But like I said, if I was Sweet Tea, But then again, 52 looking at 32, you know. So she like, you know, but certain things, you know, sometimes for the good of the group or whatever, you can move past. But I mean, like I say, they're going to end up getting along or whatever. And also, after they did the line dance, Dr. Heavily came over and told Toya that she did good. And then Toya was like, well, why don't you talk to Tisha? And then she also told Tisha, Sweet Tea, that thank you for getting us together, inviting us to do the line dance. You know, and it was like, you know, baby steps, you know. So I don't know, but you know, but the issue gonna be Dr. Contessa about to whoop her ass next week. So but you guys tell me in the chat, and hopefully next time I'm going to figure all this out up here. Because I'm like, I had all these things I was planning, and I can't figure why. Because I'm going from my phone to the laptop, and I just can't. I don't know. But whatever. So it ended up like it did. You know, but I think Married in Medicine is probably one of the better shows. I watched a little bit of Potomac. It seemed to be, I don't know. But I like this show, so I can't wait till Atlanta Housewives come on. But right now, Married to Medicine, and let me know what you guys think about this episode. And what do you think I missed? Or in my opinion is different. If my opinion is different from yours, tell me where we're different at. But it was pretty good, I would say. The women learned a little 16-step line dance from Mr. Austin. I thought Jackie and Dr. Jackie and Quad was doing a little bit much about those rooms. They was going to a ranch. I don't know what you thought you was going to get. I'm surprised they went out there and eating victuals and whatever, roadkill. But you know, it was pretty good. Like who was that? Was it Dr. Hamley that said that? I don't think Phaedra had nothing to do with this. I believe this was Sweet Tea and Dr. Contessa. But you know, all in all, good episode. Let me know what you think. Thank you for your time. Have a great evening. And I'll see you with the next live, either next Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. So have a great evening. Good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for your time.